and the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers. Howdy folks, I'm the Roleplay Gamer and I like to party. Welcome to Dark Souls 3. This is Vhaidra, the Herald. We will be building her backstory as we go along, I think. I considered like putting together this whole story and whatnot, but I do admit I'm not a Dark Souls lore expert, so I know I'm gonna piss someone off. So I think we're probably better off just coming up with little tales and whatnot as we go along. That'll be fun doing that with you guys. But I think to start off, it's safe to say that she's ridden with kings on mighty steeds across the Devil's Plain. She may or may not have walked with Jesus and his cross. He did not die in vain. Okay, so the reason I've gone with the Herald here is because it's something a little different. It feels like, or the impression I get from what I've read is it's sort of a balance between a armored soldier and, oh, that's not an enemy. Okay, we're good. The balance between a soldier, like, you know, more warrior archetype, and mage. So we do actually have access to miracles, I think they're called in this. Again, you'll have to forgive me because I'm a relative Dark Souls noob. So I've played through, as you can see, there are some dead enemies here. It's just that I killed a couple of them. It's not a big deal. They're really easy. Tutorial enemies, I probably shouldn't have attacked there. That was a little bit too soon, but it worked out all right for me. Okay, so through here is some nasties that we're not going to get into. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I should have known that was coming. Okay, so prepare for like sloppy play out the wazoo here because, of course, I'm recording, and it's always the case. You play like shit when you're recording. This is to be expected. I shouldn't be taking damage from these guys here, but you know what happens. I've played through on another character up to like the first boss just to make sure I could do it, just like with my Dark Souls 1 playthrough. But other than that, it's reasonably blind. I mean, again, I know these enemies are here. I'm being sloppy because I'm talking to you guys. Forgive me. Okay, and we're not reading any of this stuff because I know all about it already. And I'm sure you guys don't want me to be reading through all the tutorial information because you've probably seen it all too. There's more than enough coverage of this, both pre-release and otherwise, up on YouTube. So we're going to skim through this first area reasonably quick, so as not to drag on too much, you know. So I am playing with controller, unfortunately. I really, really wanted to play with mouse and keyboard, and while it is doable, there are certain things that, as of yet, you know, as of the recording of this, seems to be kind of impossible. I feel like I thought I had more reach on this thing. That's all right. There we go. I actually haven't played at all, really, with the Herald, so I'm still sort of sussing out what the reach of this spear is. But it seems we've got a 100% damage reduction shield, is that right? So that means, yeah, that's good. That means we soak up 100% of the damage when we block, at least against these little guys. I'm not expecting to tank all the damage on the bosses. There we go. This is good. This is getting it done. We may, will we go? Yeah, look, we may as well. We may as well. Oh, take that. I'll put that all up in it. No, don't do stuff like that. What are you doing, man? Yeah, so I am playing with controller. I really wanted to play with mouse and keyboard. It's not fantastic. Like, it plays reasonably well, but there are certain things that, because the button prompts are controller only, who thought that was a fucking good idea? There are certain things I don't know how to do yet, and I haven't been able to figure them out Maybe they're possible, maybe they're not. I don't know yet, but we'll see how we go. So I might go over to mouse and keyboard at some point. But yeah, controlling for the moment. So I just like to point out, I'm going to say this once, and then I'm going to leave it alone. A game of this, you know, budget in 2016, coming out with such poor mouse and keyboard support, absolutely shameful. Cue all the fanboys saying, "Oh, you don't play with mouse and keyboard. What a scrub plays Dark Souls with mouse and keyboard." You can shut right up right now. You're not going to convince me any other way. I still think it's absolutely atrocious. But I'm enjoying the game so far, so I'm not going to let it bother me. That was... I should be... Yeah, okay. We'll try that again in a second. Oh yeah, feels so good. Feels so good to come on and do some shit to them. Alright, let's just scurry over here and see if we can get that... I think it's a Titanite shard. I gotta say, you know, the graphics aren't the best, but they're very nice, I reckon. Oh, come on. It's, there are actually some things that are easier to do on well, there's one thing that's easier to do with mouse and keyboard, and that's jumping. And it could just be, you know, granted, it could just be my controller, because I'm using an old, semi-busted Logitech controller. It didn't work. You know what? If it becomes an issue, we'll come back. Maybe we'll do it later. Hang on, let me just see. Okay. Yeah, hang on, how do you... I'm trying to jump, of course. Well, I don't want to jump that way. No, it's not... I can very rarely do it. So, I can jump easier on mouse and keyboard, can't do it with a controller. I can kick with a controller, and I can't do it at all with a mouse and keyboard. I actually don't know how to kick with mouse and keyboard. The information is not there anywhere. So I guess if it's possible, you know, someone will figure it out eventually, and that'll be cool. We'll see how we go. So I'm not optimistic here. We'll see how we go. Again, you know, I'm not proficient with the sphere. But I will tell you one thing. I'm getting better with the dodging. Now watch as I demonstrate the complete opposite of that. Okay, that wasn't bad, actually. Didn't take too much damage. Can I just, like, stab you on the groin a little bit? Okay, alright. Just get out of the way here. So I probably want to be... Man, he's not making it easy for me. I was going to say, I probably want to be dodging to my right. To his offhand side. I feel like that's probably the way to go. That wasn't good. That was not good damage. Can I... Yeah, there we go. Let me, like... Oh, yeah. Let me hit you up a bit. See, this is better play than I was showing off in Dark Souls 1. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to throw in an Estus. Oh, no. Okay, good. So the spear doesn't... Oh, Christ. Okay, at least I can block or parry, rather, some of his attacks. The spear doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage. The one time I went through this previously was with a cleric, two-handing a mace, and that actually did quite a bit of damage. So in terms of right in the groin, I know I need to be getting behind him. It's a little tricky sometimes, as you probably well know. I'm actually doing a lot better in terms of the dodging and the blocking than I expected to. Oh, nuts. It'll make me out to be a liar. So, playing Enter the Gungeon has actually helped me a great deal with Dark Souls 3. Fuck, no. Sometimes. Previously, I was thinking of the dodge in a really realistic sense, in that, well, dodge out of the way of his attack so you don't get hit at all. But really what you want to be thinking about is the fact that you get iframes from the dodge. So you kind of want to, in a way, you want to dodge into his attacks. And I'm out of Estus. So I don't see myself getting out of this one alive. It's maybe conceivable that I get to his second stage. And in some ways that's harder just because it's it's harder to see the way his attacks move. So I actually probably dodged too early there. It's a matter of timing the dodges rather than like getting out of the way of his attacks, I find. Which, you know, for people who've played Dark Souls before, you're probably thinking, well, hello, duh. But that's something that I hadn't... Well, I mean, intellectually, I could say, yeah, I knew about that. But in terms of, like, getting my... Oh, wow, I'm actually surprised I didn't take damage there. In terms of getting my head around that, playing Gungeon has completely opened my eyes. Because in Enter the Gungeon, you're of course, you know, you want to dodge into the bullets. Alright, I don't think we can do any damage to him while he's transforming. So there we go, so we got to his second form, now watch as I die. But this would be really... Wow, okay. This would be really amazing if I could get through this in one go. That would make me feel so good. Wow, this is incredible that I'm actually... And I'm dead. I was going to say, it's incredible that I'm actually parrying his attacks with the shield, or blocking them rather. That's pretty cool. So let's try again. Alright, and this time, I'm not going to necessarily worry about getting my souls back, or... Embers, are they called this time around? I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna focus on being a little bit more aggressive, not greedy with my attacks, which is something I get impatient, right? So I figure, oh, I got a shot. I'll run in there and I'll just stab him up forever. That's not good because... Okay, that's what we want. I'll do like 2 quick stabs and then I'm out. Oh, okay, that's alright. That's alright. Not a problem. So what I mean by more aggressive is I'm just gonna get in there, you know? Aggro him. Boom. Okay, that was... Alright. I don't know what happened there. No, no, no! Oh, fuck! Okay, I know what happened there. I accidentally put my shield away, which is not at all what I meant to do. That's alright. I'm not used to... Well, I was gonna say I'm not used to the controller, and that's partly true. Also, I just don't like my controller. If this series goes well, I'm definitely gonna get myself... a DualShock 4. And that's just honestly just because I think it's more comfortable. I'm as I've said before, I'm kind of a PlayStation fanboy, sort of. No, I'm not really a fanboy. I'm just a PlayStation fan. I grew up with a PlayStation 2. That was the wrong time to Estes. Oh fuck. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna win this one either. Okay, see, jump. Oh fuck, jump into it. Alright, there you go. So the problem there is like, yeah, I gotta learn his attacks for sure, but like you jump into his attacks and sometimes it works and sometimes he'll retaliate, you know? It's almost like he learns, that fucker. Alright, let's try this again. I feel like I'm gonna say this a lot. Or say that a lot in this episode. Okay, aggro him. Oh, fuck, okay. See, I'm not really sure when he's gonna just do a single attack or when he's gonna follow up. Okay, he's gonna jump. Can I get in a... Oh, man. It could be... I'm not sure if it's my controller or if it's just the controls of the game, but sometimes I want to attack and I don't attack. Okay, so it looks like I can get in... Oh, fuck. I was gonna say I can probably get in some saucy little hits from the front sometimes between his attacks, but maybe I can't. Okay, there we go. And I also want to focus on... Oh, fuck. Okay. Come on, can we get out of here, please? And Estes. There we go. Okay. Good, good, good. Oh, yeah, that feels right. Come on. Come on. Did that not work because I was out of stamina? Maybe? That would make sense. No, don't do that. Okay. This is doable. I mean, it's only the first boss, guys. Oh, fuck. I didn't... Oh, man. This guy's... He's got the moves. I'll give him that. We'll throw in a cheeky little Estes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I'm really not sure how conservative we want to be with our attacks here, you know? At the beginning, I was like, I can totally fit in more attacks. And now I'm really not too sure. And do I do like the quick stabs or the big old attacks? Nah, see, that was the wrong thing to do. Because he wasn't done. Okay, now we're out of Estus. Oh, fuck me. Okay. See, now I'm not blocking as many attacks as I was last time. Couldn't really say why that's happening. At least we can get to his second form. I was going to say semi-reliably, but I don't think that happened the last time. Okay. Now this is just going to be a matter of... Fuck, I'm out of endurance. This is something I'm going to want more of, I think. Now, what troubles me with this phase is it's just unpredictable. For me, at least, because he's sort of gyrating and moving all over the place. It's tricky for me to see exactly what he's doing, and now I'm dead. That's all right. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sounds of silence. Yes! Holy shit. Okay. Alright. Finally. I actually feel like I'm getting better. This is good. Yes, I am very, very pleased with that. I know it took me quite a few tries, and some of you might be going, oh, look at this fucking scrub. Taking him forever to take down the first boss. But this is the first... I mean, I've played a bit of Dark Souls 1, but this is the first Dark Souls game that I want to go, like, fully deep into. And I don't mind, you know, effectively starting from scratch. And, what do we got here? Open. Yes, I know how to open the menu. Thank you very much. These guys, what are they doing? I don't mind starting from scratch in terms of getting the hang of everything. But I do feel like I'm getting the hang of things. With the exception of a couple maneuvers such as kicking. For the life of me, it cannot be done. I cannot pull off a consistent kick. I'm not even going to try. I'm hoping it doesn't become mandatory later on, because then I'm kind of screwed. Again, I don't know if it's my shitty controller, but also, look, I figure anything... Oh, what are you doing, man? I just really don't like anything that forces you to do precision movements involving clicking in the thumbsticks. I reckon the whole clicking thumbsticks deal is just super clunky. Doesn't matter what the game is. I'm not a fan of clicking in the analog sticks, rather. I just kind of wish controllers didn't even have that ability. So yeah, that's kicking for you. This does look nice. What I was saying before, I'm not sure if I actually finished my thought. This is something that I often do. I get sidetracked, especially when I come across something that's mildly challenging. The assets are not objectively fantastic. The art, like the textures and whatnot, is what I'm talking about. But the way it's put together, it's quite a. I don't want to say beautiful, because I think that's a term that's overused in games. It's like, how is a game beautiful? I think a person can be beautiful. I don't know if a game can be beautiful, but it definitely looks good. It's this is a little bit sloppy, but look, I don't mind. I'm allowing myself to be a little bit sloppy now that I've taken down the boss. I've done the hard part for the moment. Something I have learned from fighting the boss is stamina, which of course you guys probably already know, but stamina regenerates slower when you're blocking. So what I did was I only blocked when I needed to, and when I was getting out of the way and waiting for my stamina to recharge and whatnot, I would stop blocking. So around here, I do know a couple things. because I've been watching like pre-release coverage of it, but there's a guy here. There's a naked guy with a big old sword, some sort of katana, I think, and he will kick my ass. I can only assume that he's there to sort of prepare you for invasions and whatnot, because he seems to... I get the impression that he behaves very similarly to the way a human player would. And here we are at Firelink Shrine. Finally. Here we go. It's quite a... It's a nice looking place. That is pretty cool.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we are talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
I like this guy. Oh, like, he's gone... This guy, it's the end of the world and he's gone full nihilism. This is... I like to think this is what I will be on the verge of the apocalypse. I'll be like... standing off to the side, just like... Just like being a general shit disturber. And then giggling, you know, wryly or sadistically towards the end. That's very nice. Now, here's a fun little thing that I realized you could do in the last little playthrough I was doing. That's kind of cute. There's some of the NPCs will react to your gestures and whatnot, and with different things, which is pretty nice.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Cool. So, of course, if you are unaware, basically, to boil down the story as simply as I possibly can, it's the end of the world. There's a possibly metaphorical or possibly literal flame that sort of signifies the good in the world, I think, or life. And it's going out. It's out. Like it's only embers left or something like that. And so we need to find the Lords of Cinder, who are presumably the only ones with the ability to rekindle the flame. But in doing so, they also give their lives. So they're actually being kind of selfish here and refusing to kindle the flame because they don't want to die. That's the impression I get. So we've actually got to go kick their asses and say, yo, step up, be a man.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
That sounds dirty. Alright, so I guarantee I'm probably going to do this wrong, but I feel like I definitely need more stamina. So I want to bump up my endurance. Like, can I just like go full endurance here? I'm kind of not ashamed going up to 12 endurance here and nothing else, because I feel like my health is all right. It's just I've dodging around and then wanting to attack more, like having the window to attack and not being able to because I've been out of stamina. So I think I can feel people yelling at me in the comments already, but I'm happy with that. We are going to muddle through this. I'm not following any guides or anything. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest, in terms of leveling up. So I'm just going to go with what makes logical sense to me at the time. We shouldn't forget to put the sword here. Oh yeah, that's the one. So I know there are other NPCs to talk to here, but we will get to that another time. Perhaps the next episode we'll see how we go. I think I wouldn't mind getting to them at a natural pace, so to speak. So getting to them when we need them. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button. It needs love like everything does, and it really does help me out if you want to see the series continue. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Roleplay Gamer, out.